Hey Debbie, gonna see if this video will work. This is a block I made with the craft vinyl. This is a picture of a friend of mine that passed away from cystic fibrosis. They called her my second daughter, but this is Holly, and this is I use craft vinyl for this project on that side, and I did vinyl with a poem on the other side, which I have it in some glitter paper. Don't know if you can see that. Hope this stays where it needs to say. Anyway, I've cleaned the block, and these blocks are like 7.5 inches. 7.5 by 7.5 is a square. So I've cleaned both sides with alcohol, and I've let that just air dry. I don't wipe it off with anything. I let it air dry. And we'll set that aside for a second. I'm sitting on the floor in my daughter's room, trying to get some good light and everything. This is a couple whose husband passed away about 3 weeks ago, and I'm going to put this on, make a memorial block for them. Now, when she gave me the picture, she was on the left and he was on the right, so I mirrored the image so that when I put it on the block it will still look the same. When you're doing words, make sure, if you see this, it all looks backwards and you can't read it. Make sure to mirror your words, because you're going to lay this down on the block. So this side will be facing the block, so the side that's printed on. I also love this self-healing mat, and I just wanted to show you this really quick. I use the self-healing mat to cut my pieces the exact size that I want in a yardstick, metal, wooden, it doesn't matter. Size that I want, to make sure that everything is straight. I sewed for years and could never get anything straight when I use scissors. And I also have this, I guess they call it a straight edge. This cuts so nicely, and that's just a scrap piece. So I made the words, it doesn't take up the whole block, but I made it the size that I want to, because I'm going to spray some frosting that looks like it's etched when I'm finished with that. Okay. When you print this out, it needs to dry for 2 hours. And I love my Epson printer, and I know I've said that on probably every video that I've done, that I print something out, that I love my Epson printer. But it just prints so crisp and clear that I just love it. And so I'm going to be using, I use some low odor spray glue. You don't have to use low odor, it doesn't matter. Long as it says permanent. You don't want any that says temporary, unless you're going to be switching out, taking whatever's on the block off every 6 months and replacing it with a different picture. You want it to say permanent. What I do is, you can spray the block, but then I'd have glue where I didn't need it. So I spray, that's why I have this, I spray right on top of the picture. Put the glue right on top of the picture. Then I'm going to turn this over so I don't have a sticky mess. And I just look at it for no particular reason. And I get my block. I always like my hole facing down if I'm going to put lights in it. That's just me. But you can have the hole facing up if you want to do that. That's up to you. So when it starts to get just a little bit tackier with the glue, just put it on there kind of where you want it. You can, before you press it down, you can kind of move it around a little bit. And just take your hand, because it's tacky, it's going to stick. The reason I did the full, and it's just me, the full picture of Holly is because I hate to try to center something like I'm trying to do with this and trying to make sure it's even on both sides. That's why I just like to make it the exact size of the block, and then I don't have to worry about that. But I didn't do that with this picture because I do want to frost around the edge a little bit to soften the edge up on the words and the picture. So I'm gonna have to bring this up to me. The light isn't as good in here as I thought it was. Then you're gonna peel the backing off, and you can see that it's not stuck down really good right now. It will lift up. Don't worry about that because we're going to fix that. This allows you to be able to, I'm going to put that side down, pick it up because it is not permanent yet, and straighten it out if you need to get the bubbles out of it. Work with one side at a time. See, that side looks good. It's all good. You see it's still wrinkles on this side. You can turn it around, pick it up where there were wrinkles, and if you want to, take your hand and just work it down the film. Or if you have someone helping you, that's fine too. 2 hands are better than one. Making sure you're getting the bubbles out as you go. You can press down on this really hard because the ink is on the other side, the side that's on the block. So this is water resistant. So you can press on this as hard as you want to. You're not going to get any ink on your hands. And that is, this is some glue over here that will dry clear, because you remember I just sprayed it on. You can use a glue stick. I don't like the glue sticks. I think the spray glue gives a better coverage, but you can use a glue stick if that's all you have. I have used the glue stick on the candles, but I prefer to spray, because that's me. So that's one side that's done. If you feel like it's still not stuck on there permanently, if you feel like you need to pick it up, you can still do that. It doesn't rip. If you're gentle with it, it doesn't rip. And you can lay it back down if you find a wrinkle or a bubble or something in it, and lay it back down and smooth it again. And that is all you have to do with the block, and I know you can do it. I'm going to do the other side, but I won't video that because I think you were doing a logo. So just remember, when you print your craft vinyl sheet out, to mirror your image before you print it on the best setting that your printer will print using glossy paper. You want to have your setting of your printer on glossy paper with the best print setting that there is. And that's all there is to it. Thanks, and I'm going to try to get this up and tag you so you can look at it and get your block done and show me a picture. Thanks. Have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Do 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 do.
Okay, that's my son. Turn the camera off, will you?
If you guess what theme that, you guess what theme that is from the game, you get our respect. Bye.